everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around 50 cents, slightly in the green today. Now, when we talk about price, guys, this is just crazy to me because worldwide Google search traffic for cryptocurrency is near its lowest point in 5 years, guys, right? So this is where basically all the money is made. Yes, we could see more red on the horizon for these digital assets, but we're basically at the bottom of social risk, right? Now if you were to invest all the way up here, guys, this is where all the grandmas and dogs invested into cryptos, right? And guess what happened after we dumped? But over here, maybe in the coming months and years, we're going to pump, as you guys can see by the time frame. Things are looking good, aren't they, guys? When BitTrue comes out with, hey, XRP holders, ready for the week. I mean, why would an exchange post this, guys, or tweet this out, guys, right? With a rocket emoji. That's just crazy to me, if you ask me. XRP will make Bitcoin useless, most definitely. Why? Because Naveen Gupta explains, guys, it's quite simple, and people still don't see it, seems as. After this, we're going to be talking about a lot of the Riddler connections, guys. So let's pay attention.
The second thing happens on the transfer of value side. And here, it's important to understand that banks have used something called as nostro account. The easiest way to think about it would be working capital for banks. So exactly the same scenario. Let's assume bank A, whose customer are in currency, let's say GBP, when they want to send money into Philippines peso, what they would do is they would park very large sum of money. So let's assume they would park on a Friday evening, $5 million equivalent in Philippines peso, which is essentially kept with the bank B. And then when Arjun walks in, gives his 1000 GBP, then that gets debited and the Philippines peso account gets credited. And these keeps happening with hundreds of transactions till that $5 million equivalent gets exhausted. Now, people ask me all the time, why are cross-border remittances so expensive? They are very expensive because somebody's bearing the capital cost of this $5 million equivalent. Somebody's bearing the depreciation risk of this $5 million equivalent, and somebody's waiting for the customers to come in one by one, so that this amount slowly gets depleted, right? And I think you already know this, that cross-border payments sometimes can be between 2 to 7% of the principal value. That means if you're sending $200, $14 will be taken away between these costs. And the biggest cost is liquidity cost. In the case of using ODL, on-demand liquidity, the solution that's started by Ripple, there is zero nostro account balances that are required. So exactly what is going to happen is GBP in real time will get converted to XRP. XRP within 2 seconds will travel to Philippines, and in Philippines, it'll get converted to Philippines peso and the payout will happen. And this can happen throughout the day.
So there's no need to create
create nostro accounts. It happens 24/7, real time, with real time rates on both the sides. The execution is very fast. There is almost nil friction, and there is zero working capital that is required. That means all this cost, which was inherent in the parallel system, can now go back to the customers, and then we can all essentially enjoy much cheaper, faster, and more efficient remittances.
So basically, not only does it help the banks, but it helps you as well. Quite simple, guys. Now, let us transition and talk about, let us just expose Ripple here, right? Because maybe there's something much more deeper than people believe it to be. The celebration will have no meaning when the price of XRP is this low. So I am confident that the switch will be flipped on September 29th. There has been a lot of talks about this party, right? That will be taking place on the 29th of this month. I don't know about switches being flipped and whatnot, guys. But what we do know is, here's a few connections. Pay attention. Now, guys, return from XRP in the XRP community. Notice this is quite interesting from Stay Safe. For the record, mission accomplished on September 29th, 2020 from Vincent Kennedy, guys, right? And on that same day, throwing a party for the XRP community called the Proper Party, right? So what are the chances of this? Mission accomplished, by the way. Not to mention, they made a logo for the Proper Party, right? A connection to BG123, as you guys can see. With the castle, I mean, could it be? Maybe that's a stretch, guys, right? But what isn't is, all I see is 3 bars and 3 words. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3 and 3, 33. That isn't a stretch, because that's right there, guys, right? The proof is in the damn pudding. Now, it gets even more strange though if you think that was weird. Dear XRP community from Baba Cooks, Baba was right, they were all wrong. Enjoy your party on September 29th, where ancient accepted Scottish Rite party, right? This is the craziest thing of my life. Manhattan Center, guys. Ancient accepted Scottish Rite right here, right? The place where the proper party is being held at, by the way. 311 West, 311. Wait, well, that's just crazy, isn't it, guys, right? Secret societies. In 1922, the Manhattan Opera House was purchased by ancient accepted Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, guys. You can't make this stuff up. There you guys go. That word, right? Secret societies. And where is this damn party being held at? Right? The connection to Masons. This is how we know the connection to BG123 and the Riddlers. Right? Come on. So this just proved the Riddlers are legit. Not to mention, this just proved that the Riddlers are what? Masons. Right? Or at least in secret societies, to say the least, guys, right? There you guys go. You can't deny the fact, guys. You literally can't. Why is it being held at this location? Remember when I said this 4 years ago, everyone laughed. The universe has a way of repaying those who were loyal. Wow. And remember, so now we know the Masons are obviously in some type of control, right? Because it seems as they control Ripple and XRP in some type of fashion. Ripple's throwing a party in a building based on everything I said, right? Crazy. Not to mention, it goes even deeper, guys. Again, we're exposing Ripple here, right? This is how I know XRP has to be the one, guys, because of all these connections, right? So things are making sense here. XRP community missed something big with the Ripple party. Nikola Tesla plaque right here. He's just a few steps from the Hammerstein Ballroom. Tesla room 3327, stayed at the New Yorker hotel, right? Wow. Nikola Tesla plaque right here, and then we see where the party is being held, right? Just a few meters, just a few steps away. Not to mention, wait a minute. Doesn't that mean something? Why are they so close to each other, guys, right? Right here, Nikola Tesla. Maybe a part of something, right? 3327. Well, from what I remember, Nikola Tesla always used to live in hotels or places. I mean, he did everything with by sets of threes, basically, right? As you guys can see, 3, and then 2 plus 7 is 9, right? 3, 6, 9. The Nikola Tesla room. He here died on January 7th, 1943, at the age of 87, right? Another 3. In conclusion, this location seems very significant, right? Just from a few connections right there, quote unquote proper, right? Who even uses this word, guys? A nod to the Catholic Church. Think. Remember, AXA Jesuit orders heavily tied to Ripple, right? Again, Ripple's a part of. If Ripple isn't the one, then I don't know what it is. Right, or XRP. Proper liturgical term, part of a church service that varies with the season or festival. The quote-unquote proper of the weekend of the Ripple quote-unquote proper party. It's Feast of Saint Bavo of Ghent, born in 589, by the way. Taxes were paid on Bavo's feast day, and it is for this reason he is often shown holding a purse or money bag. Right? Interesting connections, guys. 929, the Feast of Saint Michael. Ripple Party 929, 2023, which so happens to be 222. Remember, build back better. From when XRP got clarity to the proper party is 2 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days. It was also after the autumn equinox before the sun crosses the equator. It will be of importance to have this case wrapped up and or the SEC is denied an appeal before 9/21/2023. Now, could this be the case, guys? Let's check this out in further detail. Because from XRP gentlemen, a proper party needs a proper settlement, otherwise this won't be a proper party, right? So there's a lot of talks about settlement incoming. It has to happen before the party ends. That's what people are saying in the XRP community, guys. But could that really be the case? I mean, B23 is enjoying his time, it seems as well, right? Looking at the king being mad and at XRP mooning, and a lot of other people have stated that there isn't. How can it be a party when XRP is this low as well, right? So there are a few different observations we have to look to from Johnny Deaton. I have zero inside information. With that said, let me tell you that at the end, or at the Ripple proper party, there won't be an announcement of a settlement. See why I say that below. There won't be an announcement of an IPO either. Who approves an IPO? That's right, the SEC. The SEC isn't going to approve an IPO when they're seeking a permanent injunction against Ripple related to future institutional sales of XRP during the remedies phase of the litigation, as well as seeking a permanent injunction against the CEO and chairman of the board if they win at trial. So, probably or most likely, we won't see settlement occur, guys, beforehand. Right? From Ashley, I recall Ripple saying that if the SEC agreed that XRP is not a security, there would be a settlement almost instantly, right? Now that we know XRP is not a security, does that mean what it means, right? About a settlement incoming. It was wait a minute. It was never about settlements. It's about delay. I would have thought that's very clear by now. Or confusion as well. Throw in the mix as well, right? But Deaton explains why there probably wouldn't be a settlement this month. The only way Ripple and the SEC settle before the end of the year is if Judge Fila grants the Coinbase MTD or partially grants it, finding token sales on an exchange in a blind bid-ask transaction do not fall under United States securities laws, but allows the staking component to move forward. If that happens, then the SEC and Gary Gensler may be forced to pivot. I doubt. And then he doubts that the Solicitor General will allow an appeal in that scenario, one that could reach the Supreme Court, allowing for the High Court to further strip away not only the SEC's power, but all other federal agencies as well. So, I guess we're rooting for the Coinbase case to accelerate. Ripple's proper party will be 11 years, 119 days after the creation of XRP. What? And 11 years, 10 days after the creation of Ripple. The venue is New York, as you guys can see right here, right? So a lot of connections to these numbers. What are the chances of that? 9/11 again? Celebrating 9/11, by the way? You tell me. Last but not, or wait, does that mean a black swan around that time? Think, guys, right? Who knows? Now, that fantasy for safety comes from one more. On September 29th, I'm looking forward to seeing a giant switch front and center, right? And David Schwartz walks to the center and says, or flips a switch and says, check your phones, guys. Wouldn't that be something, right? This is just a fun tweet, guys, at the end of the day. But I don't know, guys. Let's see what happens, right? Talks about settlement, talks about price, talks about all types of different stuff. But at the end of the day, enjoy your proper party. Now, for nature base. But anyways, guys, hope you guys amazingness. See ya.